Everyone, this is Modula and Podrick, and we will be informing you all about what is going on in the digital world.
Welcome to the future humans. Let's start.
Imagine this. You're a YouTuber. You pour your heart into your work, and then, one day, your audience starts telling you your videos are dangerous. You check them, and everything looks totally fine. But the warnings just keep coming. Well, that's exactly what happened to science creator Anton Petrov, who stumbled upon a bizarre and really alarming mystery.
It all kicked off with comments just like this one. You know, confusing, kind of harsh, and seemingly out of nowhere. For Anton, this was the very first sign that something was seriously wrong. Not with his videos, he thought, but maybe with the platform itself. The biggest problem? He had absolutely no idea what his viewers were even talking about.
So that brings us to our first part, a YouTuber's strange problem. This is all about that disconnect, where viewers are seeing something the creator literally can't.
At first, he just brushed it off. I mean, what would you do? You've got people leaving comments saying your videos are dangerous, but on your own computer, they play perfectly. He thought, hey, maybe they just don't like the science. But then the emails started rolling in, with people describing this bizarre, aggressive glitch that he just could not see.
So you've got this wild situation. For him, on his screen, everything's totally normal. But for a growing chunk of his audience, the experience was jarring. It was disturbing. And this went on and on until he finally managed to see the glitch for himself. And that's when he realized just how serious this thing really was. And that brings us to the dangerous flicker. This is the moment Anton finally saw what everyone was talking about and realized, oh wow, this isn't just a bug, it's a genuine health risk. And yeah, that's a direct quote from him. The videos were flickering, like violently, a strobe-like effect that could be a real danger to some people. And that just changed the whole game. This wasn't a technical problem anymore. It was a public safety issue.
And just so we're all on the same page, let's be super clear about why this is so dangerous. For people with photosensitive epilepsy, visual patterns, just like the ones this glitch was creating, can trigger actual seizures. We're not talking about a headache or some eye strain here. We're talking about a serious medical event.
What made this whole thing so maddening was how inconsistent it was. The exact same video link would play perfectly fine on a computer, but then it would flicker like crazy on a phone. Or sometimes it would be the other way around. This randomness proved the issue wasn't in his original file. It had to be happening somewhere on YouTube's end after he uploaded it.
So this is where the detective work really begins. The danger was real, the glitch was confirmed, but what on earth was causing it? The answer seemed to point to a mysterious new feature nobody was talking about.
This became the central mystery. Anton went through everything. Was it his editing software, his camera, maybe his upload settings? But he hadn't changed a single thing in his entire workflow. After ruling everything out, he was left with just one conclusion. The problem wasn't on his end. It had to be external. And the timing, that was the biggest clue. These glitches started popping up right around the time rumors were swirling about a new secret AI filter YouTube was applying to videos to improve them. There was no announcement, no settings to play with, no way to opt out. The theory became pretty clear. This invisible AI was somehow misinterpreting his science videos and, in its attempt to fix them, was actually creating this dangerous flicker. So what do you do when the platform your entire business is built on suddenly starts making your content dangerous? You think you could turn to them for help, right? Well, unfortunately, that was not the case here. His back and forth with YouTube support was, to put it mildly, frustrating. They gave him generic advice he'd already tried, like just re-upload it, or told him to wait 5 minutes. Then, out of the blue, they just magically fixed one video without explaining how or why. They basically put a Band-Aid on a single symptom instead of addressing the root cause. So this became his new reality. This incredibly stressful cycle of uploading a video, then frantically checking it on a bunch of different devices to see if it was safe. If it was glitching, he'd have to delete it, re-upload, and just hope. Hope that one of the versions would get processed correctly by YouTube's black box system and not put his viewers at risk. Ultimately, the risk was just too high, and the solution was no solution at all. In a pretty drastic move to protect his audience, he decided he had to start posting most of his new content on a different platform entirely, Patreon, where he could be sure it would be displayed exactly as he intended it, and most importantly, safely. And this brings us to the big picture. Because Anton's story isn't just about one creator's bad luck. It raises these much bigger questions about responsibility for the tech that runs our lives.
At its heart, this is a story about a total loss of control. A powerful AI was rolled out without anyone's consent. It had dangerous, real-world consequences, and the platform that built it offered zero transparency or any way to fix it. As Anton himself put it, creators have no buttons, no checkmarks, nothing to stop this.
And this leaves us with a critical question for our world, which is becoming more and more driven by AI. When a system that's designed to help ends up causing actual harm, whose fault is it? Where does the responsibility lie? Is it with the platform that deployed it, or the creator who was unknowingly caught in the crossfire? It's a really complex problem, and there are no easy answers.